If you're just getting up, it's 5:34. A lot has happened since you went to bed last night, and we want to get you caught up on that.
Right, so here are the basics of what we know so far about the situation that we're covering wall to wall here. There is a massive manhunt happening right now, centered in Androscoggin County here in Maine, as police try to find the person responsible for a mass shooting in Lewiston last night.
So NBC News is confirming somewhere between 15 to 20 people have been killed. Up to 50 other people have been hurt. This is after a gunman opened fire at Schmenge's Bar and Grill, as well as Spare Time Recreation last night.
Those two businesses are about 4 miles apart from each other. Maine Department of Public Safety spokesperson Mike Sawchuk says that the first shots were fired just before 7 o'clock last night.
People who live in Lewiston and Lisbon are asked to shelter in place right now as police are trying to find Robert Card. He has been named as a person of interest in connection to the shootings. We heard from Commissioner Sawchuk just a few hours ago. We are expecting another press conference to happen later on this morning, about 10:30, so about 5 hours from now.
Now, we don't know a lot about Robert Card. He is 40 years old. He's from the town of Bowdoin. The Associated Press is reporting that he was trained as a firearms instructor for a U.S. Army Reserve training facility right here in Maine. Also reporting that he was checked into a mental health facility this past summer after saying that he heard voices and threatened to shoot up a facility in Saco.
We mentioned Spare Time Recreation Center as one of the places where people had gone out for a Wednesday night of bowling. That's where some of the shooting happened. Just outside of that is where our Hannah Yashivi is standing by live now. And Hannah, what do you have for us?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lee and Sharon. I'm here on Main Street in Lewiston, and right behind me is Mollison Way. And just to give you more context, for those of you who live in the area or know the area, this is just between Legends Sports Bar and Grill. To my right and to my left, I have the Subway. And for those of you who don't know the area too well, there's a big Martin store, and there's a Salvation Army store around here, just to give you guys a little bit of more context to where this bowling alley is located. It's just about a 3-4 minute walk from where I'm standing. This area has been completely blocked off by police officers since we got here and hours prior to that. And now I just noticed that police officers added another layer, that yellow tape that you see, and it's probably just to make sure that nobody is crossing into that active scene. There's a lot of tension here and anxiety. You can feel it even from the people that are waking up and driving by, the reporters that are showing up from other states, and even the police officers who are just driving past Main Street nonstop. Many of them have gone up and down Mollison Way, and this is just a 9-minute drive from the second location where this mass shooting also happened, the Schmenge's Bar and Grill. We know that the owner or maybe a staff member recently posted on Facebook just to express the trauma of this mass casualty. NBC News is reporting 15 to 20 people have died. And it's important to mention that 40-year-old Robert Card is still at large, and he's considered armed and he's considered dangerous. And I also want to mention that right here in Lewiston and in Lisbon, it's the two towns that we know that have a shelter-in-place order. As soon as I got to Lewiston about 3 hours ago, I did see that big sign that read "Shelter in Place." Those orders are still active for both of those towns. So if you live in this area, lock your doors. School has been canceled for the day here, but that's the latest information that I have for you guys. Lee and Sharon, back to you.